Rocks, pebbles and sand. A philosophy teacher turned up to class one day with a giant-sized mayonnaise jar. He put it on his desk in front of him. Then he proceeded to put some big rocks inside the jar, one after the other, until the jar couldn't take any more big rocks. And he asked his students, "Is the jar full?" And the students looked up and said, "Yes, the jar is full." Then the teacher started to put some smaller pebbles in the jar, and then he would move the jar and the little pebbles would disperse themselves and find space among the big rocks. After he had finished putting all the pebbles in, he looked at the students and said, "Now, is the jar full?" And they all once again nodded their head and said, "Yes, the jar is full." Then the professor got some sand and started to tip some sand in, finer grains of sand. He would move the jar around until the sand found the remaining space inside the jar. Once again, he asked the students, "Is the jar full now?" And they all nodded their head and said, "Yes, the jar is now full." Our life is represented by the jar. Everything we have in our life is in the jar. And the big rocks, they're the most important things in our life. They're the important projects we're working on. It's our family. It's our health. The key things in our life, they represented by the big rocks. Now, if we had our jar, our life full of the big rocks, and that was all that was in there, we can still live a very meaningful, good life. And we can have a great life. Now the pebbles, they represent smaller things in our life, things that can add value, but we don't necessarily need them in our life. And that can be job, car, possessions, even friendships. They can add value, they do add value, but they're not 100% necessary for us to live a great life. Then we have the sand, and they're the smaller things that don't really matter too much. They keep us busy. Could be watching TV, running errands, doing messages. They keep us busy. They don't add that much value to our life. So, in life, we have to really, really be careful that we add the big rocks in first. They're the most important things, because if we start to fill our jar, our life, with sand, and we start to build the sand up till it's half full, doing small things that don't really matter, they keep us busy, but they're not adding much value to our life, then there is no room for those big rocks to go in, which are the key important things in our life, our family, our health, our projects we're working on, the things we really want to make happen in our life. So my message today is to become aware of your jar. What are you putting in your jar on a daily basis? Are you working on those big rocks, those big projects? Are you looking after family? Are you looking after your health? Things that have real meaning in your life that can give you an awesome, happy life. Or are you more concerned on the pebbles, which is okay? Or are you focusing on the sand in your life? Are you focusing on those small things that keep us busy but don't add too much value? So have a look at your life. What are you working on? And if you can, get those big rocks into your jar first. Then you can put the smaller pebbles in to add spice to your life, and then you can put the sand in, which can move around the rocks and the pebbles of your life. That's my Mega Living message today. If you like the message, please click on the like button down below. Also, share the video by hitting the share button, and also remember to hit the subscribe button. Next few weeks, we're going to have our awesome NLP training, and we're going to work on our big rocks. What's important to us? How can we focus on the things that we want to have in our life? They're going to maximize the results and the happiness in our life. So I'll put the link down there as well. That's it. That's my Mega Living message today. A high five. Talk to you next time. Bye for now.